Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stick It to the Manga, your bi-weekly podcast where each bi-week we talk about a new manga.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude!
We should censor our cuss words with dolphin noises.
Oh, yeah.
People do that. But I
I
can't
make it.
I can't add more work to myself.
That's fair. You are a dad.
Also, we cuss a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah, I might as well just be like, alright, so for the next 5 minutes, it's gonna be just like, ha!
Yeah, like, it's the same thing with my other podcast. Like, Crows is like, hey, you should censor us swearing. I'm like, do you even hear us when we, like, talk? We all swear, like, a lot. There's no point.
Jeez. So like when I first started this last year in February, Kevin was like, "Oh, we should censor ourselves with anime noises," and I was like, "Oh, that's like a good idea." And then I was like, I was editing the first episode, and I was like, I just spent like 5 minutes saying "fuck" after every like second word.
Yeah. Like,
Can we? Wait. We need to do an episode where we try to like voice act anime noises.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, weird anime breath noise? Huh?
Nani? Ara ara.
Oh, no.
Please stop!
Yamero?
Nani?
Chotomate.
I'm gonna die! Oh my god!
Bakadora.
Deku. Shine.
I'm not okay.
Oh? You're probably gonna hear me and Jay just go Mudo versus Aura for like a good minute.
Ari 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 ari.
Muda.
Ora. Fuck. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stick to the Manga, your weekly manga podcast, where each week we talk about a new manga. And this week we're talking about Grand Blue, a suggestion by the one, the only, the new co-host, Blitz.
Blitz!
Woo!
We
I'll
love
clap it for
him.
myself.
He's here. I was very excited when you suggested a manga about scuba diving because I majored in marine biology and I have gone scuba diving before. I went on a scuba diving trip to the Grand Caymans and I've also gone scuba diving in Florida natural wells.
Did you see a crocodile?
No, I didn't. I think I wouldn't be okay if I saw a crocodile.
Crocodile. That is what I said. It just sounds funnier coming from you. It's funnier when somebody repeats the ridiculous shit that I said back to me.
Grand Blue, everyone. Such a great manga. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine.
Okay, I love how in the manga it started. The main character started out with such good intentions, but you could tell that he was trying to like hide aspects of his personality, and then he gets roped into drinking day one and goes to class pretty much naked. And I was like, "Oh Jesus!" But it was so funny. This manga is so funny.
Honestly, there's not a chapter I don't go laughing out loud. I just roll on the floor just laughing. Like, it's too funny.
I think there's a couple chapters that I didn't laugh at all at, but like generally, like basically every chapter I was just fucking laughing.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of mangas, like animes, yes, but I haven't had a lot of actual mangas that can make me like burst out laughing, and this one definitely did that quite a few times. Props!
I read a lot of mangas that have made me laugh a lot, but some of them are like degenerate one. Well, I have read some webtoons lately that made me laugh so hard out loud,
Oh my
but
God,
they're like,
webtoons.
however, they're the stereotype of webtoons where people are like, oh, those are webtoons that are 18 plus because what the main plot is about.
I started reading a webtoon, or was What's the other like webtoon app? The one that has like the 18+ stuff on it.
Tapas. Tapas?
Maybe, I don't know.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I was reading one, and it was like the first 2 chapters are free, but then you have to sign up for a membership, and I was like, nah.
There's
I'm
a
not
few
horny
like
enough
that.
to spend $5.
There's maybe 2mix.
It was 2mix. That's what it was.
You're welcome.
If you're looking for a webtoon to read that's pretty generic and not bad, read Closest Neighbors. Don't read it, please. I don't sponsor those webtoons. But going on, Grand Blue, I think what really thrives for it is it takes advantage of the whole using shading really well when it comes to manga.
Mm-hmm.
I love the art in this manga. It's so nice. I love, in general, one of the reasons I fell in love with anime and manga is like the whole dramatic aspect of it. And this one just kind of capitalizes on ridiculous faces. It kind of reminds me of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a little bit with how it does it, but it's so good. All the ridiculous fun faces are so good.
It actually makes me think of Prison School.
Oh my god, you're so right. And I really love Prison School.
With the dramatic faces? Yeah, I can see that.
That was the last episode before this one. Holy shit, you know it's been like a month? It's been over a month since we recorded Prison School.
To be fair, we tried to record, and it just had to be scrapped.
For reasons.
We cannot speak on that reasons. All we can say is the government has that tape now.
They might, who knows. Anyway, I'm going to read the summary quickly.
Yeah.
Iori Kitahara moves in with his uncle because he's heading to university, and his university's near the ocean. His uncle owns a diving shop called Grand Blue Diving Shop. When Iori opened the doors of the shop, it wasn't exactly what he expected at all. He expected a quaint, peaceful trip into the university life of his dreams, but instead he got burly men with their dicks out.
We're exaggerating that point. Oh, can I just say, I actually was reading an article about the author because she got asked, why did she did this whole reverse fan service is what people are calling it. Because usually this is like a point where you can tell it's like they advertise on her cover for her novel. You can see some cute girls on there, and they're like obviously kind of well developed. But she throws a whole 180 and just like, here you go, naked dudes running on the beach.
Beautiful.
Also, I really like how oversized the censor bubbles are.
Some of them are small, which tell me like, oh, this is just an imply on their size.
Kevin put in some notes here. And
yeah.
His first one here is already some abnormal fetishes going on. Yaoi and incest. And I'm like, in the terms of manga and anime, those are like the most typical. Is like homoeroticism and incest are like top 3, I would say.
They're very common. What's the word?
Common tropes?
Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of people, yeah, they are. And the thing I think people don't understand is, okay, when it comes to like, even I think it's the same way in Japan, even here. When it comes to books, like any form of books, even that means comic books, that means visual novels and light novels and stuff like that. There's a whole different way of how people can advertise and what content they can put in, compared to what they can air on TV.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, because I know some people who write, they say there's more freedom when you can write than when you have to write for, because I also have gone to school for writing for stuff like TV and stuff. Like I remember reading the rules of what you can do and what you can't do for TV, and what you can do and what you can't do for movies depending on the studio or what kind of movie they're looking for.
So, to compare TV and books, take Friends.
Yeah, that's probably a good example.
Friends, and then for books, take 50 Shades of Grey.
Ugh, gross.
That's the verge there. Like, you can, in a book, you can have a horse have sex with a man, and people will be like, yeah, okay, cool. You can't have that.
Yeah.
You can't put that on TV. People get upset.
They guess up.
I actually wrote a lot about the history of hentai in a paper in college.
Did you actually?
Nice.
Yeah, I did. I've sent Jake the paper before.
I don't think I ever read it. I'm gonna be real.
We had to write. Yeah, I figured. Knowing you.
I don't
We read a book called The Geography of Genius, so you essentially had to pick a city and then a genius. So I picked Tokyo and anime, and you had to write about it, and I mentioned hentai and stuff in it because it's a big part of it. I got an A on that paper.
Dude, that's great.
I like how you use 50 Shades of Grey as an example because 50 Shades of Grey, from what I heard, because I never read the book, but I went to the movies, and the book, it gets way more, it's 10 times worse than what they show in the movie.
Still a bad representation of what BDSM is.
Seems to be what some people I know
Consent
think
is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
The book doesn't really go into that, but I digress.
Because he makes her sign a contract, and he's like, this is you consenting to anything and everything. It's like, what? I don't think that's how consent works.
Exactly.
No.
And the other example we could use is like, look, there's some mangas out there that don't get animes, and there's a good reason why they don't. There's like, I have read some of them, I'm like, oh, these are great mangas, but they're never gonna get anime because the context of them. Like, there's one I read called Deathtopia, which is very cool about serial killers and stuff like that. And
That sounds dope.
it actually is dope. Jake, I recommend you read it. I think you will like it. But it will never get anime. And when you read it, you're going to see why it will never get anime. And you'll probably agree with me. It will never get anime. However, there's been some cases, like interspecies reviewers, which I thought would never get anime. But they got it.
Did you say interspecies?
Yeah, interspecies reviewers.
There's also Shumatsu no Harem, which we read on the podcast.
That got anime?
Yeah. Not a hentai adaptation, an anime adaptation. It's supposed to come out, I think, summer this year.
Oh, no. There's also with the Fate series, for people who don't know about the Fate series, that game is based on porn games. The series is based on porn games.
Yeah.
Which is very funny. Compared to how the anime is, because people love the anime. They're like, it's so cool. Go play the visual novel. You have a whole different love for it after that. It's just one of those things.
Tyler likes visual novels.
I can see why I play a couple of them in myself. I'm like, I see why.
I played a couple.
Are you lonely?
No. Are you going to say that about your boyfriend, Tyler? He has you. He's still playing them. Is he lonely?
We're in a long distance relationship, so.
Fair enough.
I always feel lonely.
What's your excuse, Jake? You have your wife right there.
I played them when I was in high school. I haven't played one.
You stuttered when you said that. The lies.
I'm trying to recall the last time I played one.
Oh.
Does Honey Pop count? When was the last time I played Honey Pop?
So I play Honey Pop, but every time I was playing it, it was just because we were was fucking Honey Pop. So it's like
Yep.
Honey Pop. Anyone who says like, "Oh, I never played Honey Pop," I don't believe it.
I feel like Gabi would love Honey Pop.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Gabi,
know
do you
if I
like
trust anything you say, Jake.
No.
I
Like,
say
it's
that in the most respectful, you're my friend manner, but...
Gabi, this is coming from me, Blitz, your other friend. You can trust me. At least I hope you can.
Let's get back to the fucking grandpa.
Yeah, let's just get back to all silent.
All I know is that Tyler played that one, the other
Honey Pop?
hentai Steam game. Is it that one or is there another one?
There's a
No,
lot of hentai Steam games now.
Yeah, but the ones you guys have talked about a lot.
Honey
They
Pop.
had to be Honey Pop. I think it was because I was also there when he talked about it. He's like, yeah, I hit this high score. I was like, what?
I'm so proud.
Speaking of the hentai, what's related to the Grand Blue scene when the room changed where he asked them
Oh
to
my
leave?
god, that was my favorite. When they put up the hentai of all the ladies everywhere, and he was like, no, the opposite of this. And then they put up boys love shit everywhere. That was my favorite. It was so
And then
funny.
you get to one more notch. They're like, no, make that room that she would like. And it's a picture of his Chisa everywhere. And of all the people that walk into the room was Chisa. And then the chapter ends with him in this room that's going to get destroyed in 2 weeks. It's just like, oh.
It's so funny because it's just like so much miscommunication between him and his friends, and also his friends just not having an ounce of fucking like common sense.
Oh, like, what is it, chapter 14 when he brought his friends over to his house? And they saw, like, the bra and stuff on his floor? That was actually killed me. Because the one guy is just like, hey, guys, he's all delusional. It's a hat. And he put it on. And they're like, he's delusional.
And then they find the makeup and the wig and the clothes, and they're like,
oh.
is he doing, like, sexy model stuff to try and make money?
I actually saved a
I
picture of my
loved that.
favorite panel from that chapter. I'm going to send it to the crew discussion.
So
Jake,
funny.
so you can edit it in to the video version of this. That is probably my favorite panel.
That was hilarious.
The way they looked at everyone, I was just like, oh, this.
I love all of the facial expressions. It's really great.
This manga is so good. Okay, oh my!
So-
One of my favorite parts in the earlier of the manga is when they're do the mixer, and they just like, oh, I'll have an oolong tea. 9 parts vodka, 1 part whiskey. That's not oolong tea. Yeah, but it looks the same as oolong tea. That's not the point.
And then he asks for water. And he takes a sip. He's like, wait a minute. And then he lights it on fire.
That's how to kill someone. Just throwing that out there. Or at least how to kill me.
And that's not even the highlight of that chapter.
So much in this manga is just so hilarious.
That's not even the
Kind
highlight
of
of it.
hard to explain it because you just need to read it to understand how funny it is.
Like,
Yeah, you have to
it's
read
so
it. And like going on Kevin's comment that he said there's yaoi incest. Like, I wouldn't say there's incest or like I don't see the yaoi really because it's like they get naked when they're drinking, which is weird.
I would
But,
definitely
like-
say the homoeroticism doesn't really like. You can look at it and be like, oh, I think there's gonna be some homoerotic stuff going on here.
Yeah,
But as it goes on, like in the late chapters, like the last 4 or 5 chapters, it really drives home like the homoeroticism.
Yes, it does. And one
It's
thing I was
so funny though.
it is. And the other thing I was gonna say is too is like for one, if you've gone drinking with your friends and you've gone drinking like hardcore, there's at least 2 people who always end up stripping for some odd reason.
Gabby,
don't know if
I
you
gotta
have
get
to-
me and the boys together. We're gonna see who strips first.
You guys have fun with that. I'm gonna avoid that at all costs.
You know,
But my money is on you.
my money's on Colin.
Oh, I didn't know we were including him.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get me, Blitz, Tyler, Colin, Mikey, all of us. We're gonna all get together and we're just gonna start fucking throwing them back.
Oh
And it would
god.
definitely be Colin.
Oh god. My
I think the
favorite.
real money is who's last.
Yeah.
Me and his. So they talk about the Pocky game in this at one point.
Oh my god, that brought back so many memories because the Pocky game and knowing what it was and like reading fanfic about it was such early anime phase for me. I was laughing so hard.
So me and Colin, when we were in high school, we had pretzel sticks, so we did the Pocky game.
Oh my god.
With each other?
Yeah.
Bro.
Did you end up kissing?
I think our lips slightly grazed, but I don't think either of us wanted to admit it.
Oh my god!
I was fully prepared to kiss this boy.
I'm
By the
never
way, guys,
forgetting
if
it.
we
You were
hear,
prepared to lose
if
it
we-
all, Jake.
if you guys hear a random woman screaming in the background of Jake's mic, that's just his wife saying, "Jake, you did what now?"
She didn't even know me at that point.
Yeah.
She was living in a
Oh.
different country.
In Canada, eh?
Then Canada?
In Canada.
In fucking Canada, eh?
How I know we live in two different parts of Canada? Because the way they talk here is totally different from how they talk in the West Coast. I know that.
When I went to Canada, I just went to a coffee shop called Java Moose.
Java Moose? I have never heard of that, and I live here.
Java Moose.
My brother, when he was going to trade school, he snuck across the Canadian border, like through the woods, to go get drunk at a bar because he was underage in the U.S., but was legal age in Canada.
Wait, he must have gone to, Oh, no. Then, yeah. I was gonna say, he either went to Quebec or he went
It was
to Ontario.
in Quebec, Ontario area.
Yeah, because I think you were allowed to drink once you turned 18, 19.
Yeah.
I say I think because I've been drinking since I was 16, so.
I know here it's 18, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I have to look back into it. When I saw that in the United States it was 21, and then I went to have drinks when I went to the States. I had drinks in the States. I was very disappointed because the alcohol was not as strong. Like, beer is not as strong as it is from Canada. I was like, this is very lightweight. But I'll see people get drunk like crazy. I'm like, either you guys are very lightweight, so.
It's just, we're in Canada, people will drink a 6-pack and then get drunk. In the States, you drink like a 24 case and you get drunk. That's where the obesity problem comes from.
Yeah.
Also, our U.S. food is there's such large portion sizes, and it's all just not good for you.
Compared to Canada,
Track.
we are.
We are.
Let's get back to Granville. Since we were talking about drinking, the drinking scenes, like outside the facial expressions, the contest of how this is a diving club, and all they do is drink and hardly go diving. It's hilarious.
One of the things that I did find really funny is that, so I mentioned before, I've gone to the Cayman Islands with my scuba class in college, and one of the things is he's like, I know you guys are going to drink because, you know, the drinking limit went from 21 to 18 in the Cayman Islands, so lots of kids wanted to drink because they can't easily in the United States. And he was like, yes, but you can't drink before a dive. Like, it's really important that you can never, ever drink before a dive. So I just find it really, 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 really funny that they're so about drinking. And I was wondering if they would ever address that. But then in the later chapters, they did. Because when they went to Okinawa to do that one trip, they, like, smacked the cans out of the main character in Blonde Boy's hand.
Yeah, and they're like, you don't drink before a dive. And they're like, what? But we drink all the time. It's like, yeah, but not before a dive.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, but not before a dive. But we drink all the time. It's like, yeah, but not before a dive. It's like, yeah, but not before a dive. But we drink all the time. It's like, yeah, but not before a dive. 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 It's like, yeah, but
Yes. So I really liked that they went over that because that is true.
Oh, something interesting is the blonde guy, the kind of like the Bakugo to Iori's um, Deku. I can't remember his name. Uh, the blonde boy. He's a weeb, but he's like he tries to hide it, but he doesn't try to hide it. He's like, hey, you wouldn't expect a high standing individual like myself would ever be an otaku. As he's wearing like a magical girl T-shirt.
I love that. I love how he gets obsessed with diving because some of the dive wetsuits look like from whatever anime he's in
Ava.
love
Oh,
with. I
even
cannot.
yeah, I was like, is it Eva? And when they were wearing it, he's like, for this one day, I will call you my best friend from the bottom of my heart. I was like, oh my god.
And there's this like when he's there, somebody brought up like a voice actor, and he's like, huh, she comes here and dives, and her name was like Kaya Mizuki, and I was like, wait, is that like a real voice actor? And I looked up Kaya Mizuki, and then Nana Mizuki, who is a Japanese voice actor, came up.
Oh, so there is someone named Mizuki who's a voice actor.
Yeah, Nana Mizuki. Like, same last time, just instead of Kaya, it's Nana.
Nana. Okay.
And she's the voice actress for Mocha Akashiya from Rosario Vampire.
Oh my god.
And I was like, wait, that's amazing. Now I'm really curious if they got Kaya Mizuki to be voiced by Nana Mizuki in the anime. That would be amazing. I didn't look that up.
Well, you didn't know they had anime until like I told you a little bit earlier.
I'd heard about the anime before.
It didn't do well, which sucks. It also because they also like the other thing is it got picked up by Amazon, so like not much people seen it because not much people have.
Wait, it's on Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I believe so.
You know what? I think when did Grand Blue start? It started in 2018 is when the anime came out.
Yeah, that's when the anime came out. A lot of people like, and the way the manga is, and like the manga is very popular. Like even over here in the West, it's very popular. You would think they got season 2. No, the anime didn't do that well in Japan, and because it got picked up by Amazon, no one knows how the ratings did over here, because Amazon doesn't show the ratings or something like that.
On my anime list, it has an 8.4 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
IMDb is a 7.8. Analyst, it has an 81%. And then on Google, it has a 4.9 out of 5.
Most of that, it's because if you read the comments and reviews, I was reading some of them, because I was like, oh, well, they must have did well. And most of them are just there like, oh, I love the manga. I was like, I guess they only read the manga. Because some of them said they didn't even watch the show on my anime list, because there's 2 pages for Grand Blue. There's the manga page and the anime page.
Here's a review by It's honestly super underrated, and I recommend it if you want to have a nice laugh. I'd also recommend watching it past midnight. I hope we get a season 2 because honestly, it's so great and has so much potential to become a big anime.
It sucks. I think the studio probably went under too. Yeah. I'll check that. Hold on. Right.
Either way, most people liked the manga, and
the
anime is probably pretty good, all things considered. I'm seeing some buff boys in dresses, and you know that hits points for me. Anyway. I actually did a bunch of like
Oh, so here's something interesting. That's why no one knows about it. So it did well in Japan. Amazon did not pick it up. No one picked it up.
Oh, it's just subbed? No, there's no dub?
There's no dub. There's nothing, and you can't even watch it like officially sub like on these streaming scenes because no one picked it up here in the West. Only people. It's only in Japan. Aired from July 14, 2018 to July 29, 2018.
Why did nobody pick it up? What?
I don't know.
People picked up Keijo, but not fucking Grand Blue?
Come on, man. Look at Keijo, bro. I'm joking. Compared to Grand Blues, it probably doesn't hold a candle on comedy. But on fan service, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, so apparently, I just found something else. Amazon picked it up, but the license was for 2 years.
Oh, so is it not even on Prime anymore?
Not even Prime no more. So it was only a 2-year license, and then they got dropped. That's
Damn.
because I feel like now, because I'm looking at it too. Yeah, looking at all the rates. Google even has it as like a 96% like this shit TV show. 96%.
Yeah, like, it's super well received. Like, come on, Funimation. Get your shit together.
Yeah, I've seen it on this
Funimation, you should be watching.
Crunchyroll. Where are you at, bro?
Even I feel like the Crunchyroll dubcast doesn't do super well from the dubs that I've watched from them. It always seems weird. Like, it doesn't seem quite right, if that makes any sense.
Depends on the show. Like I seen one dub I saw they did was one of something like the scientific proof for the love. It was just these two scientists trying to prove love, which was pretty fun. It's actually, and they take it over the top and do all these like funny things. Like they bring like a whiteboard on like a Ferris wheel date. It's hilarious. And they like mark out all the hypotheses and like all the outcomes that they could possibly do. They're like, we can kiss, we could hug, you could slap me in the face, I can rope you and stuff like that. It's hilarious.
That sounds great, actually.
Yeah.
God, what? I was watching a dub the other day, and they referenced something that was like wrong about the original version of the show or something, and I was like, all right, that's good. Oh, I was watching the new version of the Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, the 3D animated one.
Oh.
And the Brock was like hitting on like the not Nurse Joy, but like the bird trainer.
Yeah.
And he was like, I could make you my world famous jelly donuts. And I was like, they knew what they were doing there. Anyway, I loved the tennis match that they did against Tinkerbell after Tinkerbell tried to get revenge on them.
Bro, I felt so bad for Yori because he had to carry.
At any cost. Yes, at any cost. Woof! Completely KOs his partner. Oh, I guess I'm gonna need a new partner. Oh, we'll just change teams. And then the fucking leaders of the club come in and just like, oh. And they're like, Tinkerbell's like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no.
No.
Oh, fuck. This manga's so funny.
It's so funny. Also, I'm gonna send a video clip I found. Watch it. Someone did the bartending scene, but they put the Genshin Impact characters.
Oh, Jesus.
It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, but one thing about this manga, I will have to say that we have to say, if you don't drink alcohol or you never taste alcohol, there's some things you won't get. Some jokes will go over your head.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of jokes in here where it involves like, oh, I slept overnight or I have a hangover and blah blah blah. This happened. I can't remember the last things, and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's like I think there's an overproof joke at one point.
Oh jeez.
Oh, the color of manga just dropped the other day. That's cool.
Gabby, you haven't been saying much. How's it going over there? How's your alcohol hitting you?
I'm good.
You got anything to say? Make sure you're included.
I mean, we started talking about sort of the manga, but also not, so I got confused.
Sorry.
And like one of my talking points that I put down was naked drinking is definitely better than clothed drinking.
I have literally never naked drank.
What?
You never naked drink?
I've never drank naked before.
You never drank naked before?
No, I don't tend to drink alone, and there's not many people that I would be okay with being naked around.
Wait. I'm not saying I drank naked alone. I'm just saying.
You know, when you're with the boys.
Yeah. Or with
That
your
sounds
man.
like exactly when I should never be taking my clothes off, is with the boys.
You know,
I don't know. Maybe guys are different. I don't think girls usually get naked with each other.
I feel like women get naked with each other more often than men.
Yeah.
For changing, but not in general. Not in my experience.
I feel like women are more willing to take their clothes off around the same gender.
Yes, but not when drinking.
I don't know.
In my experience.
Who knows? Ow.
This is all my
Fuck.
experience.
That's how you get your penis eaten off by a fish. Or you get a fish stuck in your coochie. I really like the phrase coochie. I don't know why.
Because you're a horn dog.
Not even that.
Okay.
I just like saying it. Coochie.
Every time I hear it or say it, I don't know why. The first thing that pops in my head is Mr. Krabs saying that. SpongeBob, my boy. I found the coochie.
What
What? So I have a talking point down. Eventually, I was just reading so fast, I was just putting like quotes, and there is just drink to forget. I think that was when they were going through his room, and then they were finding all the like cross-dressing stuff.
Ow, ow, ow. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like drink to forget.
That was so funny, though. See, I mean, we didn't really talk about it, but I thought it was going to be like a Mr. Mrs. competition, which is like a cross-dressing competition.
Yes.
But no, it wasn't. It was just a normal beauty pageant with both genders, or both sexes, rather, at their friggin' school. And they just made them cross-dress for the lulz, I guess?
Yeah. And that's when Cheese started the rumor about she's dating Iori, so she wouldn't get asked out. Which is also kind of gives you hints or something, like does she like him? Does she want to date him?
It's a little.
I saw that edit you did in there. But going on, yeah, like it kind of gives a little hint that she likes Iori because she's like, she didn't have to do that, but we can understand like, yeah, you don't want to be berated by a bunch of guys asking you out, but
But they're still cousins. Why was no one like,
yeah,
"You're dating
she-
your cousin? What
yeah.
the fuck?"
she could have picked what's his name, the blonde guy, anime guy, but she says Iori, which is like something's happening.
I mean, you told us that the manga's still ongoing. Maybe their end game.
Yeah, the manga is still ongoing.
I don't.
It's been on
I
hiatus
don't
though
want
for a
that.
little bit though, based on the new episode. So, who knows? Oh no!
But this whole manga is just so ridiculous and funny, but then it actually has so much real information about diving. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the only things I wasn't certain about were like the hand signals, but other diving instruction books, one of the most famous ones is called Patty Dives, and that one's not just America, it's other countries too, and that's the instruction manual I learned with. But the hand signals are different, so I assume it's a different one. But you can just tell that.
I've always known two. I've only ever known two diving hand signals that I learned from a book when I was in like 3rd grade that I was reading while watching Lilo and Stitch the series on Disney Channel.
I love Lilo and Stitch.
And it was okay, and you're going back up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them were like similar, but they weren't the ones I learned specifically. So.
Fair. Gabby, who's your best girl or best boy?
I don't remember her name, but the newest girl who wears essentially it looks like drag makeup, but it's not.
Keiki?
Oh, her name's Anna.
Yeah, Anna. I
yeah.
love her so much. When she was like, I could never get married.
Oh yeah, because she drank with them and they're all naked and they're just laughing normally.
I love that so much. She's so funny. But she's also like a good character and she's just silly. I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
When she was first introduced, when she joined the diving club, I'm like, oh, she's the character brought in so us normal people could relate to her.
She's
And
so
then-
cute. I love her so much.
And then when
I
I
don't-
read it, I was like, I don't know. As further on, I was like,
She's
no.
too pure.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Some-
The best boy is probably I forgot his name. He's one of the upperclassmen in the diving one. He's darker skinned and has short hair. And he's the one when they went to Okinawa. They were like, wait, he has a girlfriend?
Yeah.
I was like,
He's good.
amazing.
I would just
I
say
want to
best.
see his girlfriend.
I wonder if we've met her yet.
I don't think so. Unless it's a secret relationship.
Ooh.
I have to say though, best girl, Azusa. That's the one who goes both ways. If you don't remember, that's her. not-
Yeah.
Yeah, who drinks, and when she first introduced, she's woken up in Eeyore's bed, practically half naked,
Yep.
and she's the one when she gets the phone call from his cousin who tells her, "Oh, I heard everything from her," and he just like couldn't even drink his beer. He just like, oh.
The guy you're thinking of, Gabby, is Tokita. Tokita Shinji. Shinji
Yeah.
Tokita.
I'm so bad at names, and it just gets even worse when the names aren't in English.
Blitz, who did you have a best boy? I kind of clicked out for a
My-
second.
It's fine. My best boy is probably Yori, the main guy.
Yeah, it's
I just relate to him a lot. Like, like, hold on a second. Hold on.
this this is another one of those times.
No.
Like, he's relatable. Hold up, wait.
Hold up, wait. I remember some stuff in the manga that I can never relate. Where it's like,
This is the same thing that happened with the prison school manga.
oh yeah, didn't I say like I can relate to the kid? And you're like, really? So you have been stepped on? I was like, wait, no.
I can relate to the main character of prison school. Hold on.
Wait just a second. We just let anyone be a co-host, don't we?
Blitz has lost his wholesome card.
I lost my wholesome card. If you follow me on Twitter, I probably lost it a long time ago. Jake, you should know. You see what I like sometimes. But I was gonna say is Iori. The one thing I can relate to him about is like his kind smile and just like, hey, he's very like caring and like joyful. So that's why I said relatable. Drinking habits, I don't know. I can relate to it that often, but yeah. Being oblivious, yes, I can relate to that. I'm very oblivious.
I remember when I was in the 8th grade, Jake called me naive, and I was so mad.
Gabby,
I
you're
have
naive.
I have such a vivid memory of this. Isn't that funny?
Yes, he is. Who's your favorite character, Jake?
Best girl for me is Azusa.
Wait, is that the black-haired one or this other cousin?
That's the
She's purple hair. She has purple hair. But
Well,
that's
I
the same
don't know their
one.
hair color. I just know the manga color.
Yeah,
Either black or blonde.
yeah, it's black. It's the black hair one.
Yeah, curly hair.
Who would have guessed Jake liking the big titty person?
Hey, I also said that, but you know what? Yeah, Jake, who would have guessed?
What a shocker!
Hey. Fair.
It's not our fault that they always make best girls have big titties.
I feel like she's a girl I would have had a crush on in high school and then would never asked out.
Honestly?
But I would have been like
Didn't
close
that
friend.
happen with most of your crushes?
Damn, he just got exposed. He got exposed and he had to like stop talking. He's like,
I'm sorry. That was rude.
Thank you for bringing up my crippling self-esteem issues.
Jake, after this, we're gonna talk about what you put in Katie's Discord.
I think best boy for me is probably Kohei. That's the otaku boy.
Yeah, I love him so much. He's such an idiot.
He's so dumb, but he thinks he's so fucking.
He thinks he's so smart, but he's actually so stupid. It's just like, oh my god.
Like both Iori and Kohei both have like, they had the same fucking.
Bless you.
Bless you. I have to edit that out so we don't get weird comments.
I apologize.
We don't get weird comments about sneeze fetishes.
I didn't mean to sneeze, and then my hand was stuck, so I couldn't mute myself in time.
According on what you said about Azusa, I think she's like a girl that I will hang out a lot and have like drinking like competition with. But I only see her as a friend because I don't think I will never have a chance with her.
I am a simp.
And the rest is history. He's a sympathized woman, so that makes him a Chad.
No.
Dude, I'm a Chad? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my nicknames in college.
Chad? Your nickname was Chad?
We all had like dude bro alter egos. I was given Chad.
How do you go from Gabi to Chad?
I just said how.
I mean, Gabi has very Chad energy.
No, I would have been like.
Do I really?
I would say, yeah, you kind of do with all your workouts.
run like once a week and I get this
Bro,
disrespect.
do you know how much weebs run or walk?
Only to anime conventions to get figures.
And there has to be an anime convention a year. So
Well, maybe I'm just working up to it. That's the real reason I lost 60 pounds, y'all.
Gabby just wanted to run to the anime conventions to get to the figures first. Gabby will fight you for that super premium 1/6 Asuna figure.
wait, I heard Akino
I don't even collect figures.
Gabby, can you collect that for me, please?
I've always wanted a body pillow though, and I've never gotten one.
I'm gonna buy you a body pillow that's a goblin. And one side's just like a regular goblin, and the other one, it has like D&D dice covering up its bits.
No, I got the best one.
So it's a dice
Gabby,
goblin.
I would prefer a woman. There are so many other amazing female anime characters.
Gabby,
Why does it have to be a goblin?
I'm gonna buy you like a Akino body pillar, but on top of Akino's face, I'm gonna tape Koi from Grand Blue's face on it.
Wait, who?
The blonde otaku guy.
No. Who is the body pillow? I just didn't hear you.
Oh, Akino from DxD.
I've never seen DxD, so I don't know who that is.
Oh, you're...
Horror's not my favorite.
It's not horror. It's not horror.
It kind of is. It's
No,
gory.
No, it's not. It's not gory one bit. I can tell you that right now. If anything.
Gabby, what high school DxD are you thinking of?
Yeah, like, it's not gory.
What am I swear to God.
Are you thinking of, like...
High School the
Are you
Dead?
thinking, like, Blood Sea?
Oh, am I thinking of High School the Dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I literally thought High School DxD and High School the Dead were literally the same fucking thing until this moment.
No.
Gabby, the next time we meet in person, I'm suplexing you through a table. For the blatant disrespect.
You wish you could.
Gabby, we're gonna have a wrestling match.
This podcast listeners is just confirming we're gonna have a new series called we're gonna degenerate Gabby. We're gonna show her High School DxD.
So this is my issue, is that I definitely think I'm strong enough, but the fact that I lost 60 pounds, I am not, like, people can just sit on me and then I'm stuck. Like, being lighter really sucks for that reason.
You're like, oh shit, I can't
Oh my
fight.
gosh, you want to know what I found out today?
What?
I am roughly the weight of a Hellfire missile.
Gabby's gonna join the WWE, and her ring name is gonna be Miss Missile, and her
Miss Missile? Why is that so good though?
And her finisher is gonna be called the Hellfire Missile Kick, and it's just gonna be her jumping off the top rope with a pencil dive onto somebody's spine.
Oh my God.
What is the Oh, I'm too light for UFC now. I'm too light for the lightweight division for women, so WWE is my only chance.
What about featherweight?
I'm too light for the featherweight division.
Damn.
I think featherweight is like 110 or 115 to like 125 or something, and I am 103 pounds.
You just gotta bulk up now.
Literally, no.
You just go work with Tyler. Do Tyler's job for like a couple weeks. Go work in the pit.
Okay, so I think you have to be like above 120 pounds for a featherweight.
I have no idea.
No, the light is... Okay, so it goes strawweight, flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, super lightweight, welterweight, and super welterweight. Strawweight is still 115 pounds and above.
Good lord. You're also very short for the UFC.
I was really good at judo. Like, I won lots of medals when I did judo when I was younger.
Nice. Let's get back to the manga.
You started this.
Yes, I did. But now I'm gonna stop it before it gets worse.
I'll put an end to this.
I will put an end to what I have started. Exodia obliterator.
I hated that.
I don't remember what happened. Oh, the end of chapter 16 was when he was between.
Oh yeah, when he's laying between two girls, and you and me were talking about this earlier.
He was between Nanaka and Azusa, and I was just like, yeah, I relate. I feel like I would have this exact reaction, where, like, if I was in college, I would have been like, fuck, I guess I'm not sleeping because I am surrounded by female. And I don't want to look.
I wouldn't even react at all. The only thing I would be like is like, God, I hope I don't snore. Or I don't kick one of them.
Exactly.
That's it. But other than that, I'd be like, well, I'm still going to sleep. I'm pissed I was tired.
Man, I got anxiety. Especially around women. I was abused.
Every straight man gets anxiety when they're around women.
I think that's only people with anxiety.
Shit, Jake, I guess we're people with anxiety.
Were you really surprised by that answer? We have a manga podcast.
I made a tweet a couple days ago. It was like, I really wish I was talented, but I started a podcast instead.
Oh yeah, I like that tweet. I was dying when I read that. I was at work. I was like reading that while I was on my break. I was like, oh god, this is so funny. Oh, it's so relatable.
I think that's the greatest tweet I've ever made. Anyway, I really liked the morning after him trying to not stare at their boobs all night because all he could think about was boobies.
Alright, that's something I could relate. It's the fact that I have to hold myself down and just be like, oh, when I wake up, I hope none of them boobs are in my face.
There was...
Oh, I hope I don't get firewood. No.
They did the written test, and he's like, "Ah, yes, my name is Yorikita Boobies."
That was so funny. I was like, perfect.
It was so funny. There was the scene where they're trying to get him to learn how to use his mask properly. And he says, "This isn't the pool. This is a bathtub." It immediately made me think of that porn scene where the guy's in the bathtub and the girl walks up and she's like, "I'm your lifeguard." Oh no. And he's like, "What? This isn't the beach. This is a bathtub." There's no shark in my bathtub.
Yeah.
Have you seen that before?
No, but it sounds pretty hilarious.
Hold up.
I just remember this one scene I want to talk about. I think we didn't talk. The bartending scene when they were bartenders.
Oh,
that was
Anna
so
asked,
funny!
Anna asked them for a screwdriver. And they literally put an actual screwdriver in the drink.
Hold up.
That was so funny. And then they gave the boss oolong tea. He just drunk. He got drunk so bad, and he already said.
I loved that scene. I thought it was so fucking funny. Because they were trying to teach Iori and Kohei how to bartend, and Nanaka, or was it Nanaka or Chisa, ordered a super drink. It was like a whiskey with wine, and then fucking Anna orders a screwdriver. You guys hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just listening.
Okay.
Though, when he actually put a fucking screwdriver in the drink, I was like, one, where did he get this? Two, when they changed it to a flathead screwdriver, I was like, these dumbasses.
It was so fucking funny. And there's a reference to it again in like one of the like like pre-chapter like art splashes. If you go to the recording pics, I think I put it in there.
What?
Oh,
Oh, the fish. Yeah.
No, I didn't put it in here. Hold up. Did it even save? Oh, here it is. Oh, excuse me? Okay. That file didn't save. But anyway, there's like a splash art where he's holding a drink and has a screwdriver in the glass. And there's like a bunch of fish around him and stuff, and I was like, this is great. Could you guys just hear my daughter screaming?
I think so. It kind of just sounded like a high-pitched noise.
Yeah, that was her.
But I have to be right back, okay?
Okay. Oh, shit, I closed the Google Doc.
Oh, I just found something on the Grand Blue subway.
Found some.
So,
okay.
Yeah, there's a Paris store, like a manga store in Paris.
Yeah.
On the front of the store, they have Grand Blue, like just decorate on the store, like the windows.
That's amazing.
Like I'm gonna copy. I'll put in discussions.
There's a local bookstore, and I was walking past the window, and they have like the new releases and like stuff they want to show off, and they had fucking Toilet Bound Hanako-san as one of the things that they're like, here, look what we have. And I was like, that's amazing. That's genuinely amazing that you chose that to announce to everybody. I'm not at the beach. This is a bathtub.
I actually just watched the clip. I was like, what am I watching?
It's
I was like,
so funny.
All right.
How long have we been recording? Only like an hour. Jeez. Just over an hour.
I'm back.
Oh, so the latest chapter just came out in Japan, 67. Oh.
So the let's have sex scene really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all, and I was very confused, but I feel like the author was trying to show the fact that he's not just a dumb horn dog baby. I don't know.
It very much threw me for a loop. And I was like, if a girl in college sprung this on me, just like after we'd been hanging out for a while, I'd been like, What? And I ultimately would have been like, no. One of my favorite stories from when I was in college was I was hanging out in my friend's dorm room, and we opened the door, and this girl was walking by in just a towel, and she just, like, stopped, like, pointed at me and just started talking to me. They had, like, a full, like, half-hour conversation with this girl in the hallway while she was just wearing just a towel. And I was just like, this is college, huh? Because
Yep.
some dorms in my college had co-ed bathrooms. This particular building had one bathroom, and it was like three floors. So everybody had to go down to the bottom floor to have a shower or use the shitter. Which I was like, that's very inconvenient. And I was always terrified that somebody would look through the cracks of the stall and just see my dick. And I was like, I really don't want anybody to see my dick.
I saw many people naked.
I'm actually kind of dumbfounded of what I was hearing.
What?
Just, I was like, I see many people.
And Gabby says she's never been like getting drunk with people when they get naked.
But she's seen many people naked.
I saw, well, in the communal showers at college.
I
You
never
know?
saw anybody naked at my college. Except for, in my own room. But that's different. I was cool with that.
I have seen some people naked at my college. I didn't even live on dorm.
If I was more into party life, I probably would have seen a lot of people naked. But I was very much like, I don't want to go to parties because, fuck, I hate people that go to parties.
Wow, so you hate me?
Yep, I hate you, Blitz. Now you're alright.
Yeah.
I just hated party culture. And nowadays I'm like cool with it, but like back then I was a prude, I would say. I was a prude towards other people.
You're like, huh.
I had a god complex, I'm pretty sure, throughout high school. I'm pretty sure I still kind of have a god complex, but also I have like imposter syndrome, where I think nothing I have I've earned, and that everyone around me doesn't like me, and that I'm just here inconveniencing everybody in their life. I got very real just now.
That's not true.
I know it's not true, but there's just that little voice in my head that says, you're an inconvenience.
You will never be convinced to me, my friend. Amigue de Manga. I don't know what I just said. Amigo.
Amigue.
Amigue. Wait a minute. That's not like you say.
Amigue to Migue. Gabby, what did we just say in Spanish, if anything? Blitz, did you have anything to drink?
Yeah,
today?
I had some vodka.
You had some water? Nice.
Oh
Stay
yeah, I had some
hydrated.
water. I gotta stay hydrated. You gotta drink that water.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Oh,
I don't think she can hear us.
Oh, I can hear you guys now. My little dial went weird. Sorry.
yeah, we were trying to talk to you for a couple minutes there.
I was literally just sitting here waiting. I was very confused. I apologize.
Oh, do you hear a whole conversation?
I'm so sorry. I don't understand why it has this dial, but it does.
It's I think it's for convenience, so you can be like, yeah, yo, what's that, Mom? Yeah?
Yeah,
I'll
but
be
it
down for
throws
dinner.
me
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It
Don't worry.
throws me off
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
because, like, I
What's
can
up,
still
guys?
hear my music in the background, so I think my volume's working, but then if I hit the dial, it turns off all of the voices.
Weird.
So, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
I think the last thing we have to talk about. Oh, the guys when they just like ruined the guy's sexual encounter. I was like, these guys are best friends. Nobody's this awful to somebody unless they're like best friends.
Best friends, yeah.
But me and Colin are fucking terrible to each other.
Bro, me and Proza fucking kill each other, bro.
Like at the end of the day, I'd still destroy his butthole.
What?
What? You want to take that back? That's kind of sus. You want to take that back?
Yeah, me and Colin have a very homoerotic relationship.
You and who?
Colin.
Oh, I should have guessed.
I wrote an entire song about Colin being gay when I was in high school. It was a parody of Thrift Shop. It's hilarious.
You're a problem.
I
I think
feel
you
bad.
need to reevaluate your life.
I think you need to have a long talk with your wife about your problems right now, man.
All right. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, Gabby?
I don't think so. I just want to say that this manga, it's really so funny, and it's kind of hard to put into words why it's so funny. So people just need to go out there and read it for themselves.
I second this. I think this is like an underrated manga. The anime is underrated because it didn't get licensed here. Well, it got licensed and then the license got dropped, which sucks.
Yeah.
And the fact that it got licensed by Amazon, which sucks because that means it didn't get promoted. I think if it got picked up by Crunchyroll or Funimation, people will be talking about this as one of the greatest like comedy animes they have seen in the last 10 years. I said the last 10 years. So, which is a real shame because like I know shows that get picked up by Amazon people never heard of and they're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So. Unless you're Vinland Saga, but other than that.
Fair.
I give this manga an 8 out of 10. An 8.5 out of 10 stars.
Okay. How so?
Art, 10 out of 10. Characters,
That's
8
not
out of
how you rate art. It's out of 3.
Oh, it's a 3 stars. Characters, 3 stars. Story, 2. That equals 8 out of 10.
You gonna give it a bonus point for anything?
I'm gonna give it bonus points for making me fall off my bed twice.
Nice. Yeah. Gabby, how do you rate Grand Blue Dreaming?
I give it a 3 out of 3 for art. A 2 out of 3 for characters. And a 1 out of 3 for story. But I give it a bonus point for being super funny. So that's 7 out of 10.
That is 7. What did I think characters is a 3. I really like all the characters. They're funny. And they
Yep.
actually seem pretty fleshed out in a way.
Yes.
As much as they can be for this type of manga.
Yes.
And it's also refreshing that they're not in high school, for God's sake.
Yes. I give art definitely a 3. 'Cause, oh my god, is it beautiful? And they really know how to use expressions.
To the top. I was just thinking about that scene when he saw them in the swimsuits. What's it they call? And he's just screaming.
Oh yeah, the Ava wetsuits.
Yeah, and like the art style for that is just perfect. Cause it looks like it was like if you look at it, you would think it's like, oh, if you saw just that panel alone, you'd think like, huh, this must be like a fire shonen anime. But
or you'd be like, oh hey, like this must be like an Ava Doshin.
yeah.
Boy.
Huh.
Um,
Huh.
This story, I'll give it a 2 because now that we're this far in, I actually see some of the story more fitting together.
Yeah, it's like at least it has a story. That's one thing.
I know the last time we recorded, I gave it a 1 for story, but now that we've had like an extra 8 chapters, like 8-9 chapters on top of that, it actually like kind of flushed out where this is going.
It did get better.
So does that affect it at all, Gabby? Or are you still sticking with 1? Or did you give it a 2?
I did.
You gave it a
3,
1.
2, 1. Yeah, I'd give it like a 1.5 or 2. So yeah, I know. I'll give it an 8. It was good. I'll give it a 2.
Okay.
For story.
Because I definitely feel
it definitely
like,
did get better.
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
Just so people know, we did have to re-record this because the last recording messed up. And then I give it a bonus point just for humor. It's so funny. I was the last like 6 chapters, I think, I was just laughing the entire time. Like every chapter made me laugh.
It was so funny. It was a really good stress relief from all of the work that I had been doing this past week.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Whenever I get the chance to read it, I think it's just like, and it's like every panel in the manga kind of just puts a smile on my face because like every panel kind of has like some will be serious, but like most 95 of it is just jokes, and you're just like laughing or chuckling.
It's out of all the manga we've read, I think this is the one that I would just recommend to somebody. Be like, you're definitely gonna enjoy it.
It's just so funny.
I think the other thing too, it's a very relatable manga if you're like someone like adult, like you're in your 18, you just became a legal adult in your 20s and stuff like that. So you can relate a lot to what these characters are going through. You can relate if you drink, like I said earlier, you can relate. If you don't drink, I'm sorry. I hope this manga doesn't make you go drink. Don't start off with oolong tea.
With quote oolong tea, unquote.
Quote, water. Don't start with that. Also, if you have a screwdriver, don't put an actual screwdriver in.
I like how screwdriver is like one of the most simple drinks.
It really is, and I think it's like so much people I have because I kind of bartend. I know how to make drinks, so I have made drinks for someone, and she's like, I made her. She asked her what she wants. She's like, I just want orange juice and vodka. I was like, so a screwdriver. She's like, what? I was like, you want a screwdriver? She's like, no, I want orange juice and vodka. I was like, I was like, are you serious? That's literally what it is. And I gave it to her. I was like, here's a screwdriver. She's like, no, I want orange juice and vodka. I'm like, okay. So I took the cup and literally turned around didn't do anything, and turned back and gave it to her. I was like, here you go, orange juice and vodka. It's like, oh, thank you. I was like, oh my god, you're such a dumbass.
Jake, did you finish your rating?
Yes.
I don't know if we
I
cut
gave
you
it a
off.
9. I don't know if I finished,
Yay!
but I gave it a 9. So an average of
Yay!
8.6. So on our Mal, it'll be a 9.
It'd be a
Yay!
9. Woo! It's really good. I think you guys should read it. So
It's very
what's
good.
our
Read
next?
it.
What's our next manga that we're gonna read?
So do we want to keep reading this, or do we want to move on to something else?
I feel like if we keep reading this, we're never gonna read something else. This is so good. I will say let's read something else only for the factor that I think we should read something else. But I actually really do want to keep reading this because I'm loving Grand Blue.
All right, what do you think, Gabby? Are we gonna smash or are we gonna pass?
I want to read something new because I agree with what Blitz said.
Fair. All right, well, I was gonna say we smash, but you both say pass. So I will take that as we're gonna move on to something new, and I already have our next manga picked out. So our next pick, we're gonna be reading Batum, and we're gonna have a guest on. We're gonna have Poxel on. So if you guys want to go check out Poxel, he will be on our next episode. He talks about Bleach.
Oh, the way you said it, I was like, Poxel song? I don't know a Poxel song, but I know Poxel. I talked to him.
Yeah.
I was like, my boy, Poxel!
Yeah, Poxel is going to be on next episode. We're going to be reading Batum.
Oh god, I hope I don't stir up things with Bleach.
Oh, Poxel's coming up. So, wait, Blitz, how do you feel about Bleach?
Oh, I like Bleach, but like I know he's a fanboy of Bleach, and every time in his stream, I always say my opinions about Bleach. He's like, "Come on, Blitz."
Well, I think both me and Gabby think Bleach is pretty mid. Because I think we both watched it and then dropped it.
I watched it to the end.
I mostly dropped it because it was just so many episodes. But that was like my first anime that was like one of the really old, long, big ones. Because I never watched Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or any of those. So.
My pride.
Great, well, we'll catch you next time with Batum and Poxel.
Yay!
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow Blitz at LitzV8 on Twitter. And you can follow him on Twitch at BlitzV89.
Yeah.
Because
Almost affiliated, guys. Yay!
Woo! And you can follow Gabby at Show Me Your Manga on Twitter.
Woo!
And you can follow me on Twitter at Make Me Your Manga. And you can follow me on Twitch as KQJQVA. And you can hire me. You can cast me on Casting Call Club with KQJQVA. And with that, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And pee on that bell. Bye-bye, manga fans.
Bye!
Die. Also, hi, you know.